All right, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to talk about this Tesla price increase that just happened on the Model Y. And it's just really interesting, right? I mean, the Tesla dropped the price of the Model Y, what, $13,000 not even 2 weeks ago, and to now increase the price $500. It's definitely pretty interesting. But I mean, they increased the price on a variety of different things. We'll run through all of that, and we'll talk about, what does this really mean? Like, is this a signal that you should be trying to buy a Model Y? Short answer, yes. It seems like the price was really low, and maybe Tesla priced the Model Y too low for that fact, and they're just trying to recoup some of that slowly back, I guess. But welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. If you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. We stream for 30 minutes to an hour every day. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, but more on that later. All right, so let's take a look at this. Hope everybody's having a good today. So here it is. Sorry, Merit broke the news earlier today. I'm definitely a little bit late. Actually, no, this was yesterday. I must have missed this. This was yesterday at 9 p.m. But breaking: Tesla has increased the Model Y long range in the U.S. by $500. The new starting price is $53,490 before incentives, and you can confirm this by going to the Tesla website. It's just really weird. Like, why would they increase the price of this by $500? It really doesn't make any sense to me. But it was 52,990, and now it's 53,490. So it doesn't really leave a lot of room for anything, right? Like, if you were to add anything, if you were to add just the rims at $2,000, you're over $55,000 as MSRP. If you had the tow hitch, you're okay. You're under that 55K price point. And the reason why, if you don't know, like, this 55K price point is important is because according to the IRS and the Treasury, the Model Y is classified as a sedan, so it cannot be built over 55K for the vehicle to qualify for that $7,500 tax credit. And so you really can't do much. Like, let's say you went white interior, okay, then yeah, you can do that, and you're still under that 55K price point. If you go 7-seater, you can do whatever you want. If you go 7-seater, you can build it as much as you want, because the 7-seater is, because it's the third row, it qualifies as the SUV, so you can build it all the way up to $80,000. And maybe that's the point, right? Because there was 2 or 3 sleight of hand price adjustments that Tesla did when they reduced the price almost 2 weeks ago at this point by $13,000 for the Model Y long range. And for the first thing that they did was they raised the destination fee. The first, it was like $1,200 or $1,250 before that, and they raised it up to $1,390. The second thing they did that I have not seen it reported anywhere, I think still yet, is they increased the cost of the third row. The 7-seat, they went from $3,000 to $4,000, and then now, well, actually, the third thing that they did across all model lines between the Model 3 and the Model Y, is they made metallic silver metallic paint, midnight silver metallic paint, which was free, is now $1,000. So they're kind of making it real tight. I guess they're just trying to force everybody to build just base ones. Or I'm not really sure what the strategy here is, that's for sure. But as we know right now, there's a lot of demand for Model Ys, especially under the 55K price point. The delivery date, it used to say January to March, and now it says February to April. So it was pushed a little bit. And why that's important, because there is this $7,500 tax credit that's in effect for deliveries until March of 2023. We don't know if that's March 1st. We don't know if that's March 31st. So definitely have to be super careful. So there's not many options or many builds that you can really do to stay under 55K. So my question to you is, like, what's the most important to you? Is it the white interior, or is it a different color paint? Like, let's say you want to do blue, you're getting really close as well. Black, okay, so black exterior still is under there as well, but if you go red, you're absolutely, it's over the price point, that's for sure. So taking a look at, waiting for Tesla.com, shout out to them for building this great inventory website. Let's see, how many Model Ys there are in stock. It's, this should certainly put a damper on, inventory levels disappearing and actually selling. And for a while now, at any time a Model Y became available that was under 55,000, it would sell immediately. Right now we have 183 new Tesla Model Ys available, and so like you can see right here, none of them are under 55,000. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Here's a tweet from Gary Black. Last night's $500 price increase on a Model Y long range combined with its 80% inventory reduction on a Tesla Model Y, since the price cut should be viewed favorably. You can see here the graph. This is from Matt Jung. Shout out to Matt Jung for building this great site that tracks the inventory. Model Y inventory is the hottest car right now. Model 3 standard range or any of those models, different story. But Model Y long range, it's the hottest car. It pretty much, it makes sense. It meets this, demand point, that's for sure, at under $55,000. And, it makes sense. It seems like a lot of people are trying to get a Model Y under 55,000. So my question to you guys is, are you trying to get one still under 55K? Are you worried about the delivery dates getting pushed? Actually, it looks like right now, unless it's just changed, now it says January to March, maybe because of a certain way I've built it. So white interior, no, I guess maybe if I add any sort of features, it pushes it to March or pushes it to April. But if I don't, it pretty much keeps it under. So maybe they're just pumping a bunch of, maybe there's a lot of white Tesla Model Ys coming into the pipelines. And actually, which is funny because we made a video the other day about how someone took a picture of a bunch of white Tesla Model Ys at a certain Giga Austin, Texas factory. So maybe they did this price increase because they need to sell white and gray or white, gray, black interior Model Ys, because that's the cheapest one that they can produce. Maybe it's the highest profit margin for them. Whatever the reason is, there's some sort of hidden reason, that's for sure. But just, my tips and my advice is be careful. Do not build one over 55K, especially if you're going for that tax credit. So be very wary about that. And so we're going to jump in some of the comments and some of the questions, but this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description, there's a Patreon link where you can support the channel, and there's a variety of benefits, including actually scheduling a call with me, where you can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even financing a Tesla. And after you schedule the call, you get a link to my buying guide, which has links to all the resources that I use to get the best possible deal at the best possible price. So definitely check it out in the description if you're interested. And also on my Patreon, there is a link to, the link to my benefits guide that has a credit union on that list for as low as 3% for 60 months. So definitely check it out. Detective Pikachu, welcome back. Okay, so the comments are working. Nice. Detective Pikachu, I'm honored. Too many people were choosing the red color. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But then you could only build red. You could only build it with red, and then that's it, right? You'll be over that 55K price point. So, I guess maybe they just want red with black interior. That would make sense, right? I heard on Twitter because of the red color. I guess that makes sense. Maybe they ran out of red paint. Alexis, yeah. Tesla doesn't like the red color. Yeah, because the red, it's like multi-coat, right? Multi-coat stage paint along with the black. Oh, solid black? No, actually, yeah. Maybe it's just they lose or they don't make as much profit on red. That's why they charge the most, and so maybe they just did not want to build or paint those as much. I think that the 500 increase is a hint that would be no more discount. Yeah, I completely agree. I think if they found their demand point with the Model Y, it's basically 50 to 55K. That's when people will go, and try and buy one ASAP as quick as possible. So I do not think the Model Y will decrease any longer in price. Model 3, though, different story at the end of the day. Luis, I want to buy a Tesla Model 3 Performance in black, but it's over the tax incentive by $490. Ooh, yeah, that's tough. It's got to be under 55K with the options and all that. So I would just say get a different one. Get a white one or get a gray one if you can, and just wrap it. You'll save more money in the long run. For the Tenet finance, is there a minimum down payment like Tesla? Depending on your credit, depending on your income and all that stuff, hit the link down below and apply, and definitely check them out for sure. So this next video, let me remove that. So this next video we're going to jump into, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about, does Tesla have the best brand loyalty? There's a tweet I found in which it seems like they might have the best brand loyalty, and it kind of makes sense, especially on how they've rolled out all these different Tesla vehicles, like one after the other after the other. It kind of created this nice flow of an ownership history, especially with like the Model 3 starting at that. And so it, where this study is coming from, it kind of takes, and takes a look at it and is pretty cool. So we'll take a look at it. It will be a quick topic on that. Whoa. Uh-oh. Did the camera? Oh shit, the camera died. Womp. Let's see here. Just jumping in, doing a quick pivot. Let's see if that works. It died. Thank you. Thanks for sticking in. Oh, perfect. All right, so we're good. I got it. All right, so this next topic we're going to talk about, welcome back to the stream, welcome back to another video. We're going to talk about this Tesla report, or this report that's come out and says that Tesla has the best brand loyalty. That's some pretty interesting stuff. I certainly think Tesla buyers, at least how the way Tesla has charted out all these different vehicles back to back to back, and people have a nice flow and upgrade path, at least from what my experiences was. So we'll take a look at it and let me know if you guys agree, or if you have just purchased a Tesla, do you want to buy another one? Exactly, Alexis. Or do you want to buy another one, or is this just your second Tesla, third Tesla, and all that stuff? So if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best on your Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. All right, so let's take a look at this. Of course, shout out again to Whole Mars Cadillac on Twitter. He posted this. I thought that was super interesting. And quote, brand loyalty, Nomad Loyalty Index from S&P Global Mobility. And you can see right here, quote, the ability of the brand to keep nomads loyal compared to its overall return to market population. You can see Tesla right here. We don't even know. I guess it says out of 100, I guess, but all the way at the furthest, more than Ram, more than Jeep, Dodge, Subaru, BMW. The worst brand loyalty is kind of funny is Lincoln. Wow, Ford all the way at the bottom, Chevy, Infiniti. I can agree with Infiniti. I can see Nissan. Well, Mercedes-Benz is actually lower too. Lexus kind of right in the middle there. Toyota a little bit higher, but according to this study, it says Tesla is the highest return to market population. I mean, it kind of makes sense, right? Because they have the Model 3, and that first came out, that was like the inexpensive vehicle or inexpensive Tesla. Then they had the Model Y that came out pretty shortly after that. So I can easily see people upgrading from the Model 3 to then the Model Y. And then of course you have the Model S and the X, which they're definitely more on the higher side of pricing, but certainly people, when they start to make more money, they can upgrade to the Model S, and then possibly the Model X when they have a bigger family. And so they have this nice linear path of vehicles that you can purchase, buy, and then go on to the next one after that. So I'm not sure how they get these studies out, but definitely some pretty interesting stuff that it's definitely interesting that Ram is number 2 in terms of brand loyalty, but I can certainly see why Tesla is. But at the end of the day, some of these studies are pretty interesting, right? Because it's like, what is the definition of brand loyalty? Is it like, do people have a Ram or a Jeep in their driveway and then they buy a second car as a Tesla? Or is it like, do they have a Tesla and then they buy another Tesla? Or do they sell their Tesla and get into another one after that? So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Do you think Tesla is pretty brand loyal, or maybe this study is old? Because I can easily see a lot of people slighted with the most recent price discounts and price cuts. So I'm not sure how loyal some of these newer buyers that just bought last year, with that price hike, pre-price hike prices, how loyal they're going to be, especially now. Like, they're probably going to have a distaste in their mouth due to paying the higher price. And that's why I really feel like Tesla needs to do something. That's for sure. And that's why we created this petition. We are almost at 5,000 signatures strong. Definitely insane. There's been a lot of support around this, and I certainly think like Tesla should do something. They should take this opportunity, give a trial full self-driving or enhance autopilot or superchargers to something to kind of change, you know, the PR of it, because there's certainly a lot of buyers, a lot of owners that purchased a Tesla last year that probably have a distaste in their mouth because, you know, Tesla just dropped the price on it $13,000 overnight. And Tesla can do something to change that. They can probably get, you know, if they give full self-driving, they decide to do that, that could probably excite the brand, excite all these owners, get them more, you know, interested in the latest technology or whatever. They can, you know, at least they can talk about full self-driving instead of how they overpaid for their vehicle, $14,000 or whatever the case may be. But, you know, definitely some pretty interesting stuff. We're jumping some of the comments and some of the questions now. Take a look. Aqua Bliss. I think a lot of people using Model Y as a family car will buy Cybertruck. Yeah, I could easily see that. Or maybe even it's going to convert a lot of Model X, Model S owners, or even maybe a lot of people will just get a second truck, a second Tesla, and get on that. I could easily, for sure. Alexis, I want to know why the microphone is pink. Yeah, I mean, it works. It looks good. You know, it's easily. Kevadavi. I just saw model standard on. I just saw standard range Model Y and sold out in a few minutes. Yeah, exactly. Any Tesla Model Y that's under 55K sells almost immediately, if not within 5 to 10 minutes. So if you're looking for one, check out waitingfortesla.com. You know, stay on it and be ready with your credit card to place that deposit ASAP. C user, welcome. Tesla wants to capitalize on profits, but the worst move that they could do is to open up Tesla Supercharge to non-Tesla vehicles. Okay. The big advantages that they have is supercharging network, price go up, price go down. It's business. Yeah, I mean, so I guess you don't like the fact that Tesla is going to open up their, you know, supercharger network with that magic dock CCS connector. You know, I think it could be a good thing, right? Because, you know, the more people that see Teslas, you know, especially other people that buy these other EV cars, you know, it's all about impressions, right? They see it once, they see it twice, they're like, okay, well, maybe I'll try that Model Y or Model 3 on the next go around. I'm talking like Ioniq 5 owners, Kia EV6, you know, they might get frustrated with the EV Electrify America network, and then they go up to a Tesla supercharger network, see how easy it is, see how, you know, seamless owning a Tesla is, and we might get some conversions, which is good for all of us, right? Chris, I took delivery a few days ago and found some imperfections, gap, paint, interior, fabric scratch. Will service address those issues for free? I have less than 100 miles. So I think the rule is 100 miles or 3 days if you have to bring it up with the new car department. If it goes over, then yeah, it's a service warranty. You might not have as much luck, but they also should be able to help you out there. That's for sure. Yeah, unfortunately, Tesla is not a luxury car. It's a luxury technology car. That's what I'm going to be saying from now on. And so, you know, it's luxury pricing, but it's not luxury fit and finish. So I try and give everybody that expectation beforehand. That's for sure. So this next topic, you know, we're going to just run through these is, so welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to talk about, does Tesla have a 30% profit margin on vehicles? Then we're going to take a look at something I found on Twitter from Monroe, Sandy, and someone else, and it's pretty interesting because if they've got a 30% profit margin, and this tweet itemizes all the different costs on all their vehicles, or at least the Model 3 and the Model Y, and if that's true, that's pretty insane in terms of what margin that is, and that might speculate on how low Tesla can actually go and still make a profit. Not saying that they'll actually do that, but you know, anything is in the realm of possibility, that's for sure. So welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. My name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best thing on your Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description if you want to support the channel, but more on that later. All right, so this is the tweet. Shout out to Berlin Energy, at Berlin Energy on Twitter. Number one, according to Monroe and Associates analysis, based on multiple EV teardowns, Tesla achieved the lowest estimated cost in the EV industry. Sandy Monroe said that Sandy Monroe said that even the first conservative estimation indicates that over a 30% gross margin on a vehicle like the Tesla Model 3 or Model Y. And taking a look at this graph, I mean, 2018 Model 3 long-range drive, they estimate the cost at $33,613. The current price is $49,000. So that means their profit per vehicle, $15,000, of course, before, you know, R&D costs and marketing costs, or you know, any of the other costs, but gross margin $15,000 in profit per vehicle. So essentially, I mean, we could make some inferences here, right? Like maybe, you know, the Tesla Model 3 at one point was a $38,000 car, brand new as a base price, and so they were making $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 profit per vehicle. And so, you know, maybe they've had some cost efficiencies since then. I don't know, you know, when this was estimated at 33,613 or 33,613 for a Tesla Model 3 long range, or maybe it was estimated in 2018. But you can imagine that now, to this day, there's probably more efficiencies with it, and their estimated cost per Tesla Model 3 built is probably even less. So, you know, maybe it's possible that they could go down in price, but this is just some really interesting data to take a look at to see what the speculation out there is. And taking a look at the 2022 Tesla Model Y, the current price that they have here is $58,990, which of course is not correct, but Monroe estimated the cost at $39,393. So even at the current price of $50,990 for a Model Y standard range, or 52, oh, now it's 53.5, right now 52,990, but 53,500,000, you know, it's still, you know, a decent chunk of change profit per vehicle on a Tesla. So I mean, this should not be big news. We've covered you know, articles like this about how Tesla has a $10,000 to $15,000 average price margin per vehicle, but this is cool to see in detail per vehicle, per Model 3 and per Model Y, to see kind of what could be their lowest possible price of costs, you know, way back when this was created, or this was analyzed, or maybe this was the current stats. But, you know, potentially, you know, Tesla could go down to these prices if they need to get back down to, you know, selling volume, because, you know, we know that Tesla, or Elon specifically, prefers volume over margin, and we're going to get some answers. That's what I'm sure, for sure. I think tomorrow during the earnings call, it's going to be the 25th, right? We're going to, hopefully Tesla gets grilled on, you know, why they did discounts in December, why they did discounts in January, and, you know, are they planning to do more discounts? What's the guidance? What do they want? Do they want more volume like Elon said, or are they going to hold more profit throughout the next few quarters and things like that? Because, you know, they're certainly going to get asked why they discount heavily. You know, I want to know why they discounted $13,000 off a Model Y long range overnight. And, you know, it'd be funny if they respond to, you know, some of these petitions out there, or some of these causes. Like, are you going to do anything for people that paid a higher price last year, whether it's some sort of credit discount or whatever? Because, you know, I feel like Tesla should certainly do something to, you know, not right the wrong, but, you know, at least feel like, you know, give something to the owners, you know, that, you know, something that they would feel better about their purchases, I guess. Because right now there's probably a ton of people that are bad mouthing Tesla, or at least have a bad taste in their mouth about Tesla because they did that. And so why not try and change what they're thinking, or at least give them something to excite them about the brand, whether it's full self-driving, supercharging, enhanced autopilot, something at the end of the day. But number two, Sandy Monroe says that Tesla will be able to profit from selling electric cars. Those profits will be higher than any case of other OEM. That includes everything, specifically full self-driving tech in the future. The gross margin might even reach 40%. Number three, the cost advantage over other car makers is so high, in Sandy Monroe's opinion, that the move to cut prices is expected to eliminate or even annihilate competitors. Tesla cars will be cheaper than other models. Yeah, and so that's why I think, you know, part of me thinks this is just the beginning of Tesla discounts. Tesla might have this goal to, you know, just take out the competition, take out all the other EV competitions out there, to make that low cost vehicle out there. And, you know, another thing we have to think about is that, you know, investor day call in March or somewhere around then, where they're going to talk about the next project, the next platform, Highline, or Model 3 Highline, and next generational platform, which some people are thinking it's going to be a $25,000 Model 2 or Model Q or whatever. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. We're going to jump in some of the comments, but today's video actually is sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is the Patreon link. Check it out. All right, Happy Hippo, when they open, oh, sorry, where'd it go? When they open the SC network, Supercharger network, they will go to another brand because Tesla quality is so rough. I'm still having Tesla fix my issues on mine. Yeah, Yeah, it's Tesla, is definitely it's tough. I try and I try and give the expectation that Tesla's not a luxury car, especially compared to like other luxury brands out there. But technology wise, they are ahead of the game. That's for sure. For now, we'll see. CEU, their charger congestion wait times will be worse. Yeah, I mean that is for sure. Yeah, and hopefully, I mean, who knows, right? Are they going to add this CCS combo charger to superchargers slowly, or are they going to roll it out, charger by charger? Hopefully, they do it like not too fast, or they limit it or something. Because in places like bigger metropolitan cities, I don't even feel like, at least in California, and supercharger networks can even handle just even the Tesla owners, let alone everybody else. So that's for sure. Their cars are simply overpriced. Yeah, the Tesla prices are too dang high. They should come down. That's for sure. We need to sell more Teslas at the end of the day. I think we've been talking about it here regarding the profit margins, Dennis, long before this report was made, but I didn't have the statistics to quantify it. It's all in all just overpriced. Yeah, especially when the industry average is what, like $2,000 to $3,000 profit per car. Tesla making 15,000. It's pretty insane, that's for sure. And maybe it's because there's less mechanics in a Tesla vehicle or in an EV vehicle, whereas an ICE car has a lot more different random stuff that needs to be engineered and produced or something. And that might be the case too, who knows. Happy Hippo, more reasons for Tesla owners to go to another brand. SC network opening up to other brands. Build quality is rough. 13K price cut decrease. No, the 13K price cut decrease. No USS radar, and what else they're going to remove and skip on. Yeah, for sure. I mean, if Tesla rolls out this, supercharger network opening up to everybody, I would certainly feel comfortable trying to buy a different other EV, just because like I could not rely on Electrify America. That's for sure, based upon my experience with it and the people and like watching the stuff on the reviews and things like that. See, what's the going rate for Tesla car insurance? I bet it's horrifying as well. I mean, I've paid anywhere from $120 to $160 a month in California. But I certainly try and tell people it's at least 10 to 20% more than what you currently pay for insurance. Luis, do you think there is more price cuts coming, asking due to China market prices and market in general? I think Model 3 will get some price cuts, but not the Model Y. That's for sure. I think right now, Model Y is just too hot under 55K, especially like 50 to 55K. Model 3, though, seems to be kind of stagnant. So we might be able to see something there as well. And then so we will jump into one last topic. Charge stock Volta is free. Yeah. Volta is free, but it's a little slow, right? And they're not everywhere. I wish Volta was more built out, but certainly not everywhere just as yet. But one last topic, or one last, I guess, react. Thanks for watching in, everybody, joining in, and we'll jump into some more comments and some questions while we round out tonight. It's getting a little late, but thank you for watching. That's for sure. So welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today, we are going to give an update on our petition, and actually, Business Insider, shout out to them for highlighting our petition and supporting the calls. I had a call with them earlier today, so we'll take a look at it. I'll read through the article and react to it. But definitely some cool stuff. I mean, because I really feel like Tesla did an injustice. I feel like I've said it like 3 times already this video alone. So we'll take a look at it. So if you're just joining the channel, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can actually schedule a call with me to ask me any questions one-on-one. But definitely check that out, and we'll go into that a little bit later. So let's take a look at this. Shout out to Business Insider. Like, this is my this is pretty cool. Like, so quote Tesla, quote, this is the title headline, of course, very sensational, as you can imagine. Tesla owners are angry after paying full price before Elon Musk initiated big discounts. A YouTuber started a petition for free FSD or supercharging. So this is the link down here. There's 3 bullet points. We already know what's kind of going on because we're in it. We've been talking about the market for a bit, but our petition has hit over 4,000 signatures. So there's definitely a lot of support and calls onto this. So I had a call with them earlier today. It was pretty interesting. to talk with them, and they certainly asked certain questions to try and get a headline, that's for sure. But one thing they wanted to know is like, have Tesla and or Elon responded to this, and unfortunately they have not. The one thing I did want to check on, or let's see, Tesla earnings call, yes, submit questions, because there is that website, right, where you can submit questions for the earnings call tomorrow. Let's see if we can take a look at it to see if there's anything new, at least regarding like the discounts or anything like that. Most shares, should we go like top voted? Okay, Cybertruck officially available. When is the Tesla stock split? Long term, la la la. I want to see if anybody submitted any questions about, are you going to do anything, or is Tesla going to do anything about the price cuts? And it doesn't seem like that is going to be asked, because it doesn't, it's not here in any of the top rated or top voted questions. But I wanted to give a shout out to Business Insider for putting together this article. And I did, I had the idea, but I didn't tweet the idea anywhere else. And so I did get I saw Ross Gerber tweeted about, how Tesla should give full self-driving. And so that where I did cite him a little bit. And he basically put the idea on paper first, and then I kind of regurgitated and created this petition. But if you want to support this petition because you feel like you got slighted from an increased price cut and you feel like Tesla should give you something, the link is change.org/Tesla refund. Change.org/Tesla refund. You can check it out and sign it. We're almost at 5,000 subscription signatures, but just want to go out there and thank you, Business Insider, for putting this article together. And yeah, basically Tesla hasn't given anything to us just yet, or given anything, or at least even said anything. And the only thing Tesla and Elon has come out and said that prices go up, prices go down, and something to that effect, but I didn't even follow it. But thanks for watching this video. I'm going to jump into some of the comments and the questions, but today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description, there's a Patreon link where you can support the channel, and there's a variety of benefits, including actually scheduling a call with me, where you can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even financing a Tesla. And as an added benefit, I respond to all DMs with my Patreon members down below, so definitely check it out if you are interested. All right. Haha, super slow. Yeah, exactly. Jim Kelly, I just put in my order 2 days ago, so missed that $500 increase. Hopefully get a VIN number soon. Delivery end of March. If delivery comes after that, I suspect a lot of others will cancel delivery. Yeah, that's a good point, because we are getting very close to this March-April deadline. And if you get pushed past that and you don't get that tax credit, what are you going to do? I guess that might be a good poll. Like, are you just going to cancel? Or, I mean, Tesla could easily, I could easily see Tesla, I'll switch to this screen. I could easily see Tesla, okay, it's not even, I could easily see Tesla, I could easily see Tesla giving a $3,750 discount as well. So I have to do it this way. Let's do it. I could easily see Tesla giving a $3,750 discount to, factor in the loss of the $3,750 discount from the tax credit. So the user getting so popular. Yeah, I'm trying to fight for all of us, because, I would feel upset, that's for sure, if Tesla dropped the price $13,000. And so I'm trying to put a voice out there, to try and get Tesla to give us something. Mark, you can't get white interior with any exterior color except for white out. My guess is the $500 increase to push people to with black interior, which have more supply to help fulfill demand. That's a good guess. I like that. Yeah, that would actually make a lot of sense, because if you have black interior, you can still do, a variety of the different options. But you can't do the rims, and also probably they don't have as many black rims as well, the black induction wheels. So they're just trying to push people to pick, a couple different colors and a black interior, which would actually make a lot of sense. Do you guys think the 20-inch induction wheels are overpriced? I don't think they're overpriced. I just wouldn't get them again. I would rather get the 19 Gemini wheels, paint them black. They look essentially the same to everybody else that doesn't drive a Model Y, and save the money, because $2,000, that's PPF, that's ceramic, that's tints, a lot of stuff, that's for sure. Ooh, and I just realized, people, you sent me an email about asking about PPF. Oops, sorry about that. I'll respond to you after this. That's for sure. The people that bought in Q4 helped Tesla make their numbers. They should give something. Yeah, for sure. It's a team effort at the end of the day. You're looking the questions submitted for July 2022. Oh shoot, was that the wrong one? Oh shoot. Oh well, well you get the idea. Let's maybe we can go back again. It's okay. We'll go over it. I mean tomorrow. It's already tomorrow. For that. Actually, I think I saw it right here. Let's see. Let's take a look again. Top voted is Cybertruck. No, no, no. Produce Cybertruck. Am I looking at a same thing? Q4? No. Yeah, that's right. Most shares. Ooh, no. Global price reductions. Oh, what has been the initial reaction been to global price reductions early in Q 2023, especially in terms of order intake levels? Okay. Interesting stuff. After recent price quotes, analysts relieve expectations. Okay. Anyways, but it's tomorrow now. It's no point about talking about the earnings call because it's literally it's coming out very soon. Oh, sorry, I wasn't even sharing my screen on that. Sorry about that. Anyways, Jason, I've never had a bent rim from a puddle before. Never had nice rims. Yeah, I mean, the 20-inch rims do have a pretty decently sized thick tire, but a 19-inch rims will have even thicker, that's for sure. Jason, I honestly think people will stay put since I believe you only lose the 30s and 50. 30s and 50 is a lot. I mean, if you lose that, I'm out. I'm out for sure. I mean, well, I'm not out. I'll just delay it a little bit because, you know, it's not as good as 7,500. Worst case, people just switch to Model YP since most people want an app but can't because of the tax credit. Yeah, sure. How come you're banned from buying a Tesla? Because there was an article written in the LA Times about me flipping Teslas. Because unfortunately, like it was, you know, I made profit on. I've had 3 Teslas so far: Model 3, a Model Y, and a Model S. I made profit on 2 of them, but I drove all of them a good amount of miles: 15,000 miles, 18,000 miles, and 6,000 miles. But I just, you know, I like to say I still happen to make profit, but you know, I made profit, but I wanted to experience Tesla. I wanted to own all, you know, try the different models, and so I bought, sold, and so, but the article said flipping, and then you know, someone at Tesla decided to put the ban hammer on me, which kind of sucks. But you know, maybe I mean, I have another one now. I just haven't released a video on it. But yeah, that's for sure. Search for Sake Foreigners. Yeah. I mean, it's already tomorrow, so I mean, hopefully we'll get some good reactions on that. I will not be able to listen to it live, but I'll definitely jump on tomorrow night and talk about it. That's for sure. They envy you. They don't want another Elon. LOL. Yeah, that's for sure. But thanks for watching this video, guys. Please hit that like if you enjoyed. Thanks for joining in on this late stream, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.